What's going on out there in the void of space tonight? Let's see who we have in the chats tonight of the YouTubes and the Twitch. Let's have a little look. Welcome. Hi guys. Let's see who we have. One moment. This is a post dish. Okay. Super. And we're good. Okay, so in the YouTube chat, I see Swiss Online, that guy Axel, MTK, Noah, Anniecorp, James, Severs, Middle-Aged Man, Darkstar, SMO, Reginald, that guy Nazarus, some random Alexander, Michael Jax. In the Twitch chat, I see Astro, Overlord, Tubular, The Spy, Gentleman, BV Farstic, Texman, Peppy Willie, Doverkin, Raidfire, Cryptic Oxide, and Blazing Dust, and many more. So it's good to be back, guys, another episode stream. Unfortunately, I've been a bit sick. I don't know. My voice might sound a little deeper, but I pretty much lost my voice at the start of this week. It was a crazy weekend. So I was hanging out with some Space Engineers fans at a fan event. And it was really good. We had a really great time. And yes, we were at the office on Saturday, and we got to hang out there, and we spoke with Marek for some time and stuff. So I don't know if you guys saw the picture on Twitter and Facebook, but yeah, it was a really great weekend, full of activities and fun. But I think I just overdid it a bit. I just late nights and not enough sleep probably. So it wasn't COVID. No, it wasn't COVID. I did a COVID test and I was negative for that. There was a couple who were within the group who had similar, but no one tested positive for COVID. So I think it was just. It is what it is, right? Those things, even without COVID, there's still some nasty stuff just knocking around. So be safe out there, guys. Be safe out there. Winter's coming. But anyway, so apologies if my voice is a bit weird today. I won't be doing such a long stream today because of that, because I'm still, like yesterday, for sure I couldn't have streamed. Like I was still quite painful to talk. But today I thought that it would be good to just have a quick catch up. Anyway, was the booze? That was a little bit here and there. Don't let COVID beat you down. Never. We're strong, Aaron. Can we see Django today? Maybe we can get him on later. Shave man. Yeah, I know. I do need to trim. It's true. It's got a little out of hand, Alexander. So as always, we're here to answer some questions, check out some cool stuff. We've got a server going today as well, and I've got a couple of topics to talk about. What I will say off the bat is there is going to be no teasers today for the next update, other than the fact that hold on a second. Other than the fact that we are close to kind of first teaser. And the first teaser means we're closer to the release, am I right? So keep an eye out, and if there is one, we'll talk about it on the stream. I know everyone's itching for some new information about the Grid AI update. So in general, I know you guys have been waiting some time now, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a lot of changes to the way that you can the things you can create, right? The workshop will come alive. Hey, we have one of the guys I met, Petter, in the chat. It was good to meet you, Dodo. It was very good to meet you. And looking forward to the next one already. And in general, guys, if you would like to meet some of our developers, if you would like to see where Space Engineers is made, we actually are planning an open day. So what happened last weekend was an unofficial fan event, but we are having an open day in the office. Let me just get the information up here. Here's the link, Rotal. Rotal can maybe repaste this one. So, yeah, that is the... You can see more information about what will be happening. It's going to be on Saturday, October 22nd at the Keen and Good AI offices. This is also for Good AI. So if you're interested in artificial intelligence and research in these fields, then definitely it can be interesting for you as well as we'll have also game dev and Keen presentation as well there. In general, I should be there, and if there's a good sized group of people, then I will try and organize some after event as well for maybe everyone to just go chill out somewhere and chat. I'm telling you though that this last weekend it was great for brainstorming. We had a lot of really great ideas, both kind of in the group across the weekend, but also when we were at the office. You know, met lots of SE fans, got the opportunity to kind of speak to Marek, and we kind of spoke about various elements of the game, and obviously there were some wishes there, but it was really interesting. Actually, it was really interesting to have the opportunity to have the kind of group conversation with both Marek, of course, and passionate space engineers from the community, because I'm pretty sure everyone there was a pretty passionate engineer. So let's have a look. I don't know what that's about, Kerry. I'm so confused about that. I don't know if this is what this is. I just saw the teaser. Wait, what teaser? Is there a teaser that I've missed? The ability or lack of to clone myself and be active in multiple Twitch chats at once is becoming increasingly an issue. Yeah, Zenister, I definitely found I used to watch more Twitch in the past, and I used to somehow juggle more than one stream. But these days, I also struggle to kind of handle even one, right? That would have been a good way to get me to leak something there, Ewan. Let's have a look here. Right. There's a server going to be up, and you guys can join in a second. Before we jump on the server, let me just do some... Just an opportunity for you guys to do some Q&A, because we haven't had a stream last week, so let's kind of catch up with that. Severs back with a toggle option. Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, I understand, Richard. It's a long way to come for an open day, so for sure, if you are in the Czech Republic, in Prague, it's almost, I'd almost say I'd insist on you guys coming, but I understand that. If someone wanted to sell STL files of stuff they built in the game, would that be okay? Sorry, you're talking about like model files, right? So is this like, Zoid, is this like 3D... Is this like 3D prints or something? Not 3D prints, but, you know, is this like like, have I got that? Have I understood that right? Good to see Rivian in the chat. Rivian was one of the last people to leave Prague last weekend. They had quite a bumpy ride back, but I'm definitely happy, Riv, that you made it. Yeah, I was really. I say it was great. It was very good. So I'm trying to understand. So like, I'm trying to understand what Zoid you'd be looking to sell. Yeah, so that is correct then. So you'd be wanting to sell. I don't think that's allowed. So for example, say you wanted to make a ship in Space Engineers with blocks and then export it to then sell to use in like a game as like a preset. I don't think that's allowed, I'm pretty sure, because we have something like, in general we're pretty chill about stuff, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to kind of commercial rules and, you know, selling of assets from the game, even if you created them, but it's still using assets, you know, I'm almost certain that comes under commercial use. That's not to say that you can't, it's just you probably should ask about it. Hey Krieg, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Krieg, legendary modder in the chat. And I can see, I've seen a couple of legendary modders in the chat already today. So, when will there be more plushies? Well, as you guys know, we asked the community what kind of plushie would you like next if we were to do more plushies. And we definitely had a long old look at the suggestions. And we do want to do more plushies. So if you missed out on the first plushie or looking to kind of hopefully expand your collection, stay tuned. We might have something for you. I'm definitely a fan of it, and I still think that plushie campaign, the first one we did, went really well. I definitely felt like more was sold than I expected, at least. So it was really great. But then there's actually a lot of people, I think, who missed it and who were like, oh, I didn't know about it, or I missed it and stuff, and want to get their hands on another opportunity. So definitely stay tuned. Yep. Gold skin. Let me know in the chat right now. Once again, we have all the suggestions in a nice organized document. But in general, just let me know in the chat tonight, what would you guys in the chat today, if you had to pick one plushie to have, what would it be? You know, I mean, maybe, I'm just curious if any of the modders in the chat know better about this commercial question, because they may have, you know, had just topics about it with certain members from Keen. Because off the top of my head, I don't know what our, like, kind of, our TOS says about the use of models and commercial, but it seems like it wouldn't be okay, wouldn't be allowed without permission, right? But maybe someone has asked, I don't know. We got Clan Cola, Big Red, gold plushie spider, gold skin, gold. You guys like the gold then? Like, would this be like actually like a metallic shiny gold? Because I had a bunch of people come over at the weekend, and someone actually put the backpack on the front. They were just sat there and they moved the backpack so it's more like you know, it's kind of like I don't know how to describe that, but in general I can't see gold, because with gold it would be kind of orange, wouldn't it? It would be orange unless you got like that kind of like, you know, they get those toys that have like, you know, like you get kind of plushy things that kind of have like this shiny metallic look. So maybe the material can be something that can use like that. Okay, the server's been posted here as well, so you guys can jump on the server if you'd like, and we have a special, it's not a standard world to look at as well. Climb, thank you for the heads up. I read your message. Oh wow, this looks nice. Immediately I'm liking the color of the voxels here. You guys will see in a second. Let me just before we jump in, let me I still want to do some more questions for you guys. do you still orders for 3D prints of ships? So we don't do that officially. We had a partner for a while, and it's funny, Axel. At the weekend when the group of space engineers was at the office with Marek, he actually left out some of the 3D prints that he's been working on with someone he knows, and you may have saw them on the stream. Like there was this engineer, there was this kind of cast engineer that would stand like a rock. It was pretty cool actually. And they also had the brand new big red ship, you know, the most recent version as well. It was like, you know, it was a pretty big 3D print. It was really cool. And I know a lot of the people who visited were really happy to have a bit of a hands-on experience with the 3D print. So we have this huge potential in space engineers to have this kind of 3D, to encourage, sorry, should I say, the 3D print culture, and like kind of taking the blocks that we have in the game and being able to easily 3D print them. So you can do it yourself if you have your own 3D printer. But from what I understand, if you export models from the game, like ships, they still require a fair amount of cleanup before you can send them to print. So it would be amazing if we could, I don't know, do a pass on that and improve that system so that, hold on. I don't know, so that'd be easy, because I think more and more people, we actually asked in this group of like 17 people we had, we asked like, how many of you guys have 3D printers? And I'm pretty sure no, I get mixed up with VR. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up with VR. I think a third of people, no, not a third, I don't know. But a lot of people, like more than I expected had 3D printers. But also in this group at least, more than I expected had a VR. Like about 2/3 of the group had a VR headset. And I don't think 2/3 of our community as a whole have a VR headset, because I'm telling you, if 2/3 of players of Space Engineers had VR, it wouldn't surprise me if we would do a VR integration focus on that. You know what I mean? We get the VR question once a week. I don't know if we've had it in the chat this week, but you know, we answered it at the weekend, and I'll answer it again now. The main reason is we love VR at Keen. Marek's a big advocate of VR. We've done experimentations of VR in the past. The main thing is that we just don't see it as something that will benefit enough people currently. Again, it comes down, this is not just with VR, this comes into like lots of features. More, not cool features, but just like features that, again, I'll just do the quick example. You spend a bunch of resources and manpower making a feature that only 5 to 10% of players will use, or you spend the same manpower making a feature that, you know, at least 50 or 60, 70, 80% of people will benefit from. And again, that's not to say that these small and more niche features will never be done or never could or should. It's just about when you have a certain number of resources, ideally you should be trying to be efficient with those resources, right? Even though we love VR, and I'm hoping that, you know, the VR uptake, the number of people using VR, have VR, like VR, it's nearly exponential every year. There's more and more selling. So I think it's only a matter of time before it will be, I mean, it kind of is mainstream, but it's like, you know what I mean? Let's say even when a quarter of gamers have VR headsets, right? And some people will never be into VR because, again, I know that some people suffer from like motion sickness and stuff. I mean, partly that can be caused by just the quality of the parts. I think that there'll be definitely efforts in the future to reduce certain sicknesses and not feeling so good when playing them. I think that will also get better as well. So hopefully people who don't enjoy or can't enjoy VR currently will be able to in the future. So Steam Deck support, yeah, no, that's another question. Like it's also something I've said we've been looking at because it's a pretty cool piece of kit. I haven't tried it personally, but yeah, it's that's not as complex, right? That's not as complex at all. It already does play. I think some people have played Space Engineers on Steam Deck, but it's about getting it to that kind of like approved, you know, like the official compatibility thing. So when will SE come to Xbox Play Anywhere? Sorry, Skin, you have to... Xbox Play Anywhere. What is that? Because it's not. I was thinking when you first said it, I was thinking Game Pass, but Play Anywhere. You have to excuse my Xbox lack of knowledge there. Oh, question for Zoc. Do you think Chemo expand the economy features and add vendor blocks or NPCs? Krieg, economy. I mean, I can't say economy necessarily, but survival and an expanded experience when it comes to exploration. We are definitely, it's one of the areas that we're looking at. So you guys know that we're looking at AI, being the next step being Grid AI. And it's our first kind of venture into AI. But at the same time, another area that we want to look at is the kind of survival exploration experience. And I think even now the economy is part of that. So, I mean, I'm almost the first one to say it. I do believe that the economy system in Space Engineers has absolutely massive potential in terms of what the new features it could get. You know what I mean? Because it's like right now there's some cool stuff there, but it could be even more important to go there, and there could just be some cool like kind of cool reasons to go there as well. Like, okay, maybe, you know, missions and the things, and also just having new ships and stuff, right? I think most people can agree on that, Ian. Good to see you, man. So, as you guys can see, there's already some cool stuff in the background. So, yeah, and I saw someone asking about the Zebun. So, as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, we actually finished the build competition that we had going on for the Zebun battle cruiser. And I can officially say now we have 20 entries. And I would have already started going through them on stream, but I say it's been a bit busy, and then I've been a bit sick this week. So I wanted to do it tonight as well, but we'll see how we get on here. The main thing is with this, if you guys are interested in the Zebun build-off, is that because there's 20 of these ships, pretty much, they're big old ships, and if they're complex inside, you could easily spend, like, you know, hours in one. So the plan with that is that I will be going through them, not on key. I'll be probably going through most of them on my own stream, and then when we have and then I'll basically select the top 5, right? The top 5 out of that top 20. And we'll present the top 5 entries on one of these Dev Lost in Space stream, because these Dev Lost in Space stream tend to have, you know, also different purposes as well as Q&A and to showcase, but also coming up there's going to be some, you know, some teasers and stuff. You know, there's definitely more. I'm trying to compact it, right? So to go through 20, all 20 would be potentially a long time. But for sure, we're going to get the top 5 and we'll present them here. So I know some of you are waiting like, oh, how's my ship going to do and everything. So stay tuned. Just checking that. Yes, there's a chance you've been ill. Small SCTs will make you feel better, for sure. For sure, Ewan. I've seen some teasers this week. Internal teasers. We have a PlayStation question. So, Atlas. Again, while I can't say any kind of I can't answer that directly. I just want to say again that we hear those requests, and we truly want as many people to be able to play Space Engineers as possible. So that's our mission, right? And I really hope it's in the future we'll be able to, you know, announce some cool stuff that's going to make a whole new group of players or new players happy. So, well, I can't say anything on that front. Definitely, it's something that I know we would like to do because it makes sense. It makes sense, doesn't it? You got Xbox. What's next? I know some of you guys waiting out there for Switch. I don't know how many of you guys got Switch. I would be really curious to see Space Engineers running on a Switch, actually. I mean, Crysis can run on a Switch, so that there is hope, all right? Only thing is with SE is just like, it's just the physics, right? It's just like it's the physics and the CPU power needed for to running on it. But if it was, I think even on the Switch, I'm pretty sure Crysis runs at like 480p or something. It's like a low resolution, which is okay on the Switch's screen, right? So Nintendo Wii, that's it. You can have some kind of fun mini games inside it. Space Engineers Golf, right? Sat on Smart Fridge, yes, exactly there. Second here. Okay, so let's see a question here. I bought SC and its DLCs on Xbox, but now I play on PC and have to buy it again. So will SC ever come to Xbox Play Anywhere? Because, oh, I see. That was the Play Anywhere. So basically, because you bought all the stuff on Xbox, and now you have a PC. That's a good question, Skinskate. I will ask about that, because that is, I don't know, how many people... can you give me an 07 in the chat, if that applies to you? How many people have Space Engineers, you know, on PC and Xbox? I mean, I could say and all the DLC. Maybe you just have like the base game on one of them and then the DLC, because I appreciate the pain in that, right? I never forget when it came to like GTA 5. Some people ended up buying the game like 3 times. They bought it on like the last generation consoles, right? 360, PS4, and oh, is that right? No, hold on. No, hold on, PS. Oh no, wait, no. Oh goodness, because GTA 5, they keep re-releasing that thing. A PS3, right? It was PS3 and Xbox 360 came out first, and like a year later it was PC. So then people bought on PC, and then like I don't know how long it was. Some years later they've re-released it on like the hold on, PS. I've lost track of time. Maybe it was PS4. No, it was PS4. I just remember that. I remember hearing this story because all I know is that GTA 5 has been out for so long now, and they still lots of re-releases. But in general, I remember hearing that situation where maybe even some people ended up buying 4 times. Maybe is that right? Maybe someone bought it on like Xbox 360, PC, Xbox Series X or whatever. No. Xbox One and then Xbox Series or something like that. So yeah, not me. So there's a couple people. There's like maybe 10 people in the chat who have bought from multiple places here, and I appreciate that. It was on PS3 360. Black No, thank you for reminding me, because man, time has completely flown. So I actually forgot about it. Oh, what's going on here? I'm having some overload here. Something's happening. Wait. Something's happening. Oh, I just need to... I think Climb is a server. We should probably turn off building for a bit here, because I don't know if it's the... Oh, you've already done it. Okay. I feel like there's something going on here. Okay, interesting. PS Vita. I thought I got past this, Krieg. I thought I fixed this. Exactly, James. You know it. Well, I know in general that Climb was experimenting with some different... That's a nice... Look at this fighter here. I recognize this, though. Please make small grid jump drives. I can see the pain. I swear this is from something. Does it just look familiar? Yeah, that's what I... See, I didn't want to say it with confidence. Star Fox, because that's what I had on the tip of my tongue, but I was like, not 100%, you know. And you can see why this particular builder would want small grid jump drives, right? Look at all those guns on the side. Look at that. Deadly. But it's not fair where PC can play without having to pay for gold every... The thing is, isn't Xbox Gold like standard? Like, I'm pretty sure if you want multiplayer, it's like... I think that's a Microsoft thing, right? When it comes to, like, multiplayer requires gold. I'm pretty sure that's always. How you doing, Zemo? Good to see you, man. I'm better now. No, I know gold costs money, but I'm pretty sure, like, any game, if you want to play multiplayer, you have to have gold. So you got to... Hey, look. Zemo, I got sick as well. So we definitely... I think the group at the weekend definitely shared some illness. Not COVID, right? Not COVID, but something was knocked about. Because that's what I've had. I've had a sore throat this last week. So, yeah. We all got... did you get sick as well, Rivian? It's like... It's funny how biology works, isn't it? Because I think Equinox got sick. I don't know. There was at least no, just a little bit. There's been multiple. It's con flu. Yeah, it was pretty much con flu. You need gold to even run Netflix? You're kidding me? No, you don't. No way. I haven't. Really? I don't think you need gold for. So. This Play Anywhere, though, that's interesting. I'm going to make a note of that right now, all right? Because it's an interesting... Like, it rings a bell. So I will... Xbox Play Anywhere. I'll just bring it up because it is painful. Well, you know what? It'd be cool if we could give something to players. Even if we couldn't, like, do the Play Anywhere. It'd be cool if there could be some reward for people who have it on Xbox, right? Or something like that. Some kind of nice thing. Richard? Well, the situation with the jump drives... Let me have a look here. Thank you, Zockley, for the inspiration. The Fun Community Servers or Allight AOS Lightning Script by... And thanks to my mum for helping me learn and grow. Have fun, Easy Green. Well... Easy Green, thank you for creating this. I've been talking over the background here. I've just been not fully focusing, but there's some definitely... You got some interesting kind of carnival stuff here. Look at these LCD panels. Look at them go. It's crazy to watch it, like... To watch all the shades shift like that. I bet if we turn... Can I change the time of day here? This is what it's like. You go to the fairgrounds. They always have all kinds of crazy lights zipping around. So I have to admit, I'm going to say Easy Green. I feel like this is the first time I've seen lights configured in quite this way, like this. Like a whole kind of square strip where the lights are shifting. It's the same on this as well. How you doing, SE Moller? Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to jump on it here. You going to the fair tonight? Well, there you go. By the looks of it, this one can go much faster. We'll see here. Okay, Zanista, thank you for stopping. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. It was a trap. Whoa. This would be killer. Actually, too fair. Do anyone want to go this fast? I think they don't. I mean, I've been on some pretty crazy ones. The ones they have like a double. They have like one at the top and one at the bottom. I feel like they don't move. And they definitely go like pretty fast and you really get kicked. But I feel like this might be... Is that a bit too intense? I'm not sure. RGB. Yeah. I'm not Marek. I can't pronounce, but hello, welcome to you. But when are we much powered? So when you're saying much power, do you mean better, like higher performance official servers? Is that your question? That's okay. I'm Zoc. Zockley. Wilcox backwards. You name it. Some people click. I think the people who tend to guess my username tend to be Americans, because I don't really know many Wilcoxes outside my family, but I've had a number of times where always Americans, like, they see my name, they're like, Wilcox, hey Wilcox, you know, they're always like, what are you doing, Wilcox, and all this stuff. But no one else does that. So I think it's I don't know why. I don't know why it's not common, even in the UK. You know, it's like it's quite popular over there, I guess. So yeah, it's good to have you with. I need to learn how to read Cyrillic. It's on my list of things to do. Like, I've been told it doesn't take that long to like just learn the Cyrillic alphabet. Honestly, it's like it's not that. Even though it looks kind of crazy, it's actually not that. Not that hard. So I got to do it at some point, because it'll be really useful when I see a name, because I just have no idea how to pronounce it. Can you speak Czech? I would say no. Even today, I had to sort something out, bureaucracy, and it was fun. It was fun. You a few Wilcoxes. That's what I'm telling you. Throwaway. Nabarine. You know a couple Wilcoxes. Pacific Northwest. I love the Pacific Northwest. And in Texas as well. But that's what I'm telling you. I don't know how I don't know if there's some. I would love to know where the name. Like, I know the name comes from. It was something. No, I can't remember. I'm not going into it now, but I looked it up. But it definitely originated from England. But obviously, really in the UK, I don't know if I've met anyone outside of my known family who has that. But in the US, it's crazy. So I've lived here for too long now. Oh, actually, wait. You're kidding me. Give me a second, guys. I know this is off topic here, but this is actually quite a big deal, potentially. Wait. I've just remembered something. You guys reminded me, and if I got this right, this is going to be nuts. Wait. Let me zoom. Oh, I've got to go back. I've got too many pictures here. I'm using the pictures to check. Wait. Where am I? Oh, I'm only last year. Okay, this is a bad idea. Okay, let me try searching. September. Okay, that would shorten it a little bit there. September. Here we go. Oh, I missed it. You're kidding me. You missed it. No, my Prague anniversary. I missed it. I forgot about it. I normally make a tweet. So anyway, guys, the point I was saying, I know it was around this time. So 2 days ago, it was September 13th, was my official, hold on, 7th anniversary of being in Prague and being with Keen. There you go. So I think we can count it. It's only like 2 days late. So I've officially been working at Keen Software House for over 7 years now. What a freaking ride. I joined Keen as a boy and became a man. Yeah, really, no joke. I was a teenager when I joined Keen. Seen a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I don't know who reminded me there. Oh yeah, Brian Etta reminded me, because I completely forgot about it, and then that got me thinking. So yeah. Still is a boy. Yeah, in some ways. Still a kid at heart. The cringe stayed. I joined with cringe. The cringe never died. Oh really? Factorio just announced they're going to be on Switch. That'd be cool. I'd be curious how the controls work, but Factorio is amazing. So playing Factorio on the plane or on a long drive. That's great. Yes, okay. Maybe I'm still a boy in you guys. I don't know. There you go, Wilcox. The surname comes from the German name Wilhelm. The name itself comprises of will, meaning desire, and will and Wilhelm. Okay. Well, I'm waiting. I thought it was going to be, yeah. You are the cringe. I know. Well, at some point I just accepted it, right? Okay, so Indy, yes, I already talked about that. We're going to go through that soon, TM. Maybe tonight over on my stream later. So definitely, if you want to see, like, if you're only interested to see the best, I will be going through the Zeb and Battlecruiser refits competition results on this stream, but the top 5, right? If you want to see all of the different submissions, then be sure to follow my Twitch channel and keep an eye on the kind of titles announcements, because I'll be going through all 20 of them first there, and then yeah, going through the kind of top 5 later. So that's my recommendation. I might do it tonight, but I have got a lot of stuff to do after this, and I haven't eaten yet, so that always is an important thing to do as well. But I'm excited. I can't wait, Indy. I know you guys are waiting. Some of you guys started your battle cruisers like months ago, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate your patience. But for sure, it's going to be epic, and I'm looking forward to presenting the kind of winners. I don't know how we're gonna pick the best one out of 20. Probably to pick the best 3 or something. So I'm gonna try to take off this ship here, because this ship is really nice looking here. Let me bring it back to daytime here. Well, I thought so, Zanka. I thought I've grown up a little bit, but not to everyone, apparently. Alright, we'll do one thing in relation to that. I don't want to make the stream about, like, my keen history, but kind of acts as, like, nostalgia. I want to bring up 2 short clips, and you guys can decide if I've grown up or not, alright? I think I've done this before. So let me just find this real quick. We're gonna go back a long time here. Go back 2 years already. Damn. That is yeah. Let's see. Lots of videos. I've made so many videos. How many videos are there on the Space Engineers channel at this point? Like I didn't make all of them, but man, oh man, it's like a blast in the past. All right. Here it is. Here's the cringe. Okay, so some of you may have seen this. Some of you may have not seen this. And for more details about oh no, I'm already dreading it. I can hear the sound playing. Okay, so some of you guys know I used to present the weekly update videos. And I did this for about 1.5 years, and I think this example I'm about to show shows, at least in my eyes, the kind of the change, but I know the cringe state. So look, this was the first update I did. You guys ready for this? Just hold your cringe. I'm gonna hide myself. I'm too embarrassed. Oh wait, I'm still here. All right, so this was the first ever 117. This was 2016, like February. Here we go. Just play the first kind of 30 seconds here. It's enough.
Hey there, fellow engineers, and welcome to update video 117. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Joel, but others know me as Zocli, and I'm currently talking to you from the Keen Software House headquarters in Prague. As you can see, you're not watching a normal update video. Okay, so first off, I'm going to walk you through the new format of update videos and how we're going to bring all the most important information to you on a...
I say, like, the hair was more voluminous back then. But anyway, so that was the kind of the first update video I did, and then this was the last one. So just a quick, it's just an instant comparison to give you to kind of see here. And you guys be the deciders. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's not gonna... Yeah, okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Zockley and welcome to another Space Engineers update video. This week's major update brings a huge amount of improvements to the game as well as some new armor blocks. It sure is good to be back at the Keen Software House offices after being away for a couple of weeks. Gamescom was an absolute blast, with the highlight of the week definitely being the meetup with fellow engineers while wearing the complete spacesuits. Although it did get just a little bit hot inside there.
What was the last quote?
Moving back now to today's update, the first thing
What was the last
at
quote?
least wants to have that set added to your collection.
Hold on, it's here.
Of the cosmic ocean.
Oh, it's just a...
We have lingered long enough on the shores of the cosmic ocean. We are ready at last to set sail for the stars.
That was it. You never saw me again. Thanos snapped. So yeah, that was kind of like the first video and the last video, and I feel like there was some kind of progression there. Maybe it was going backwards. I don't know. When I was still young. Well, apparently I still am, Soletto. Apparently I'm still a young lad. So anyway, that was just a bit of history for you guys. Some of you, I mean, I look the same. There you go. You remember that update video? You've really practiced on looking selling. Yeah, I mean, I got like the hands action going on for sure, yeah. But I actually, when I'm talking to some people about it, I actually use these videos. I've shown a couple of people them like this in the past, because some people, I think, struggle with confidence sometimes. And that's why I kind of feel like pretty much anyone can be more confident. It's just like a matter of practice. You see what I mean? Because, okay, I get it. I'm still a bit awkward. I'm still a bit cringe. But the point was, when I first went on camera, I was like, you know, it was like, hey guys. And I was like, really like, but, you know, a couple of years later, I kind of act myself, you know, I'm not too like self-conscious and whatever. I used to get upset about what people used to say about me, and there was some mean comments and whatever. Some of you guys still bully me now, but it's all right. So I use this as a thing that, like, I really think that anyone can do kind of, you know, camera stuff and streaming and everything. It's just a matter of like practice. I practice like every week for the last, well, I guess at least the last 6 years, 6.5 years, I've been doing videos or streams or something, right? So anyway, just a little bit there to mark my 7 years. But anyway, let's bring it back to the game now. Do you guys have any questions? Let's do some more questions here. I saw a bunch, so I'm going to focus on the chat for a second. Anything at all, and I'll try and show some cool stuff in the backgrounds here as well. If 110% isn't enough, give it 210%. Confidence can take you a long way, for sure. Seventh anniversary league. Oh, stop. No, well, it's Space Engineers' 9th anniversary league. You know, like, I will just say this, like, I am scheming a lot of things for next year, you know, because next year is 10 years, a decade of Space Engineers. So I think this year you have to stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be something, because it's another year. Another year is always exciting for Space Engineers, but next year will be a whole decade of the game being outright. So I think we already talked about it on the last stream we did. I think I really want to do a bunch of different things. I even want to. I want to talk about it now, even, but I'm thinking like maybe it's too soon, and you know, in general. But I would like to do things kind of. Okay, I can tell you what in my. This is not planned. This is not official. This is just like in my mind as someone who's, you know, seen this game and played this game and followed this game for 10 years. Like, in my mind, I'd really like us to do some stuff kind of out of game, some videos, some media, stuff like that, but also would somehow like to do something in the game. I don't know, but let's throw it to the chat. Chat, what do you think would be a really cool things to have in the game for 10 years? Because these things obviously take time, so we got to start thinking ahead to next year, guys, you know? Yeah, the update is going to be, I think the server's going to be restarted here. Okay, multi planetary systems when? Hold on. You mean... What do you mean, Grumpy? You mean multi... You mean more planets in the systems? Or like separate systems of planets? You see what I mean? You recall the pistol? The pistol being teased and the entire different pistol was released. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know about this, but you know what? It's something, again, that I would want Marek to be here for about, but yeah, it was one of the, because there is a couple of mysteries, isn't there, to Keen or space history, right? So I almost would like to gather like some of these mysteries that were never really answered, like the famous pistol teaser, because that, you know, that teaser, stuff like that is where I was kind of making the videos from start to finish, and part of that was gathering information what to talk about that week. It was challenging because now we do the updates differently and we just have the big trailer with the cinematic and so on. But beforehand, you know, we were doing these weekly update videos for some time, both the original format and then my kind of hosted format. And so every week I was trying to find what was changing in the game, because we were updating the game every week as well. But also I was really desperate to get some like kind of forward future content, including teasers. So I'd always go to the guys, oh, what can I put in the video this week to tease and stuff? And then we'd talk about it. And yeah, and then the many, like, I think everything else like ended up in the game. And that pistol was the one. Oh, there was also the wheel. I can't remember. There might have been another one. But in general, most got to the game. But yeah, that's one of those mysteries, right? Uh, 10 major improvements. Adding another star system of its own planet. Oh, okay, yeah. So multiple Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, of course, multiple star systems. So like having well, for that, Miss Nomad, ideally, we would have like, you know, a holocentric universe where the sun would be an object, right? I can just tell in general, this was something that we discussed the weekend with the group of, when we had the group of engineers at the office, like this kind of came up, and yeah, we had a really interesting conversation with the fans and Marek and that, just kind of like talking about it and how it would look. And, you know, there was also questions about orbital mechanics and stuff like this. So it was interesting. I mean, some of you guys know we've talked about this on stream before, but it was interesting to have that kind of face-to-face kind of discussion about it. Of course, so I just click what you mean by multi-planetary systems. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it a little bit here. As you guys know, I like to ramble, and I have been sick, so my voice is starting to get there. But let me see what else we got. I think actually, Climb. I'm not sure what happened to the server, but we can just leave the server off for now. I didn't look at too much stuff today. I apologize if I didn't look at your builds. It wasn't a very organized showcase today, but there was some cool builds in the background, so thank you for pasting that stuff in. I'm just realizing now that I'll probably start to wrap this stream up with some Q&A, and just a really kind of a brief shorter stream today, guys, but good to check in with you and get some updates about what's going on. It's a 5-minute scenario. Okay. I'm just thinking, Climb. I'm thinking, you say 5 minutes, but you know me. I like to look at that stuff for like half an hour. Is it actual 5 minutes? Is it like 5 minutes, but like a Zoc 50 minutes, or is it actually 5 minutes? Is it like both? You know? Yeah, the whole stream. Yeah, it's true. We had a lot. There's a lot of questions, a lot to catch up on. And then I got derailed. Then I kind of derailed myself on the whole my anniversary, which was just something. Hey, Miss Nomad, nothing. You can't break me. Nothing can break me these days. So don't worry. I didn't take any offense. You're all right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, that is another thing that I am kind of grateful, I guess, for being kind of doing the community management for all these years. Like, legit, legit, I've cried before, probably. Not, I don't know if I cried, but I've definitely got upset about, you know, I make some video and there was some comments, especially if they were, if they were about the game or the video, it wasn't like, okay, but I've definitely had some comments against me personally, but then, and I think, I'm talking years ago, and it used to really affect me actually, even though most people were saying, oh, you know, great job, Zot, this is some cool stuff, there'd always be a couple, one, even just one that would be saying something mean and nasty. And I'd really be like thinking, oh, why this person? But it's amazing actually. Like, I don't know at what point I stopped doing that. I feel like for the last 4 years at least, like, I might notice it, but like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. You know, it's weird how it's another thing that being online, it also strengthens you as well, and I feel like it strengthened me as a person, not just in my online presence, but just in general. Like, I just don't take that stuff, you know. So don't worry about it, Miss Nomad. You can say quite a fair bit to me, and I take most of it as a joke anyway, so that's all good. Thoughts of tiered thrusters or other tech for maybe adding more difficulty in the sense of progression to the game. This is definitely an interesting idea, Valemde, because I know people would like a greater tech tree rather than the current system. They'd like to have these tiers more clear, right? So 100% I think is interesting. I'll say now there's no plans for it currently, but because we like to look at the survival elements of the game and the kind of exploration, all that stuff, progression and research and these kind of things could definitely play into that. So maybe, obviously now we're focused on AI, but I can see it happening, but I can just say that it's not something that we're actively working on currently. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Will there be a Grid AI trailer? If so, has recording started? I like what you think. I like your thinking, that guy, because that's what I do. So I think what I can safely say, without, because I think if I say too much, you might be able to make more guesses. But in general, work towards it has definitely started, for sure. I have been dabbling with some stuff. So I don't know if that answers you, that guy. It's a good, yeah, it's true, Nabarine, true. Have a good one, White Glint. That's the thing. Will the speed limit ever be increased? It would be exciting, Aaron, because if it was increased, it could open up a lot of gameplay changes for sure. It depends. Like, I think a lot of people would just take 200 meters per second if it was just double. It's something that I would like to bring up again. Like, we've definitely talked about it multiple times throughout the kind of history of SE. But I would love to get like a kind of September 2022 take on it. Because obviously there's mods that make it unlimited or 1,000 or something, but I wonder if it was just double. You'd have to be testing in a lot more situations. And a lot of you guys play on higher speed anyway. So I would be curious to know. Okay, Clown, I'm going to load the game up real quick. I'd be curious to know if there would be any significant problems with having it be like 200 meters per second. You tend to play around. So Canada, okay, you tend to play around 250. So from your experience, guys, do you find that 250 or 200 is like good in the sense that like okay, let me ask it differently. From your experimentation, playing and modded stuff, what is the best speed that where the game doesn't get too buggy? Because I'm sure when you get over a certain speed, the bugs and stuff like that, they become more frequent, right? Like weird things start happening. That's the main reason why it's not that now, is because it's like, at least now there's like a range. Like we know it's up to this speed. When it's after that, it's kind of more unknown territory. I mean, it's probably just more of the shenanigans that starts to happen at the higher speeds anyway. So you're saying over 300 it gets glitchy. That's another question. Should there be different speeds for small and large grid? Should even just like 50? What if like large grid was 200 or 150 and small grid was 250? Because I think also what would be the negative effects of that? Like having I feel like it could be quite interesting. And some people play on servers like that, but then I wonder if that would just encourage everyone to build large, small grids rather than, 140 to 200 is very okay for a good PC. Sort of the tick updates, over 300 or so makes you clip into voxel. And that's it, right? We don't want stuff like that. We don't want things like that going on. Okay, guys, so join the server quickly. I decided we're going to do this. I don't know what it is. Surprise. Did you say MexPex, Climb? This is a MexPex surprise. Okay, so this is showcasing MexPex's new Death FX. And the scenario is just two teams shooting one another. That seems easy enough. Okay, hold on. I'm reloading. Oh! Yikes. That is... This was at the top of the workshop, wasn't it? Like, I saw this for the spiders. I saw that the spiders would just pop off, but this is... This is something when it's characters. Oh, Climb's... Okay, Climb's infinite there. Climb is... What do you... This is old school? Alright. 07s if you would like this in the game. 08s if you think no. I prefer my PG edition. Because this is pretty... That's pretty gnarly if you think about it. I don't even know how... Because we tend to... This game is supposed to be, directed for all ages, And I feel like even right now, there's literally this room is just filled... Yeah. I don't see this getting approved, honestly. But shout out to MexPex for making this. A lot of you guys, you like games that have a bit more gore. I just feel like this room is it's so cursed right now. Make it an option. Exactly, Mike. Because that's the thing, right? We have a lot of. Well, I mean, what is it technically? Is it PG? I think it's like teen rating, right? I think we have a T. On Xbox we have the T, and we have blood in the game. But this is pretty. This is something else. All right. I'm not even gonna get too close to this just because I don't know who's watching tonight. So we're just gonna stay in this corner and. Jeez, this is okay. Thank you for showing that. I'm gonna back out of this world. You guys, as a shout out for that effect, you guys can find it on the workshop. It works for spiders and all creatures. But just as I know, we definitely have younger audiences playing the game at least. I'll play it on the safe side right there. So I stand corrected. Yeah, there we go. We need this. What was the 07 rating? It was pretty mixed. It was pretty 50-50, I think. Not everyone's into that. That's something. I feel like for spiders, it would be all right. I feel like. I think as soon as you start seeing, like, you know, humans, your friends, your buddies, it's next level. You might think, what about the poor spiders, right? I know, but never too young to learn some anatomy. All right, we can play more of it later if I stream today, or after I've had some food. Although I'm not sure now because again my voice is okay, but haven't got that much in me. 07 wins by 2 votes apparently. There you go. It is true, Zankar. It is very true. I'm just making sure I haven't got like the snipers, you know, the keen snipers in the window or something. So, all right. Over 50 and you haven't played Doom 3D? More engineering, less war. There's that as well, of course. I mean, for sure, there's plenty of people. That's why we're trying to balance things between having more combat things and more stuff about building. The game is called Space Engineers. That is true. So any final question here today? I'm going to pick a couple more questions. There was some more questions there. Gives me Quake nostalgia. Call of Duty. I play Space Engineers to well engineer things. Well, the thing is though, I get that, and a lot of people do. It is an open. The potential. We also shouldn't like kind of limit the potential of what, because I think already Space Engineers is already kind of famous for creating other games within the game, right? So all developers. No, we were a pretty diverse bunch actually. Like we've got, I would estimate like 50% of the developers are from Czech Republic or Slovakia, but it might be even less than that. We have a very international team now. I mean, especially since we allowed remote work where people can be anywhere and work for Keen. It's changed quite a lot there. Hi, Anna, welcome. Good to see you, man. So, John, you'll know about it on this stream because for sure we'll showcase it, the top 5. We had 20 entrants. I will be showing all 20 on my stream because it will definitely take us many hours to go through that. And then we will do the top 5 will be on here. So, if you want to see the top 5, just wait around. If you want to see all 20 of the entries to that retrofit competition, then definitely make sure you're following my Twitch channel and keep an eye on the title. I'll put it in the title like Zeben Battlecruiser, you know, review day 1 or something like that. So you'll know when I'm doing that on the stream, you see what I mean? Maybe today. I'll see how I feel after I've had some food and drink here. It's definitely starting to ache a little bit here. We'll see. Is that the open day? Yeah, and once again, if you guys would like to come to the offices and see where we work, you can see the link that Rodol's put in the chat there as well. We're having an open day in Prague on October 22nd. Thank you, Chris. I try to stay positive. Yeah, but no, we have people all over the world. It's really great. And if you've got the talent, if you've got the passion, then you stand a pretty good chance. Very good chance. You've got both. Got you. That's great. I'm so hyped. I know some people are still working on their retrofit because they missed the competition, but even if you didn't make the competition, please do send it to me because I would love to see them. Even if you do the retrofit in like a year's time or whatever, I would love to see. Because of course, even when the next update comes out, it's going to be outdated again probably, right? It's very, very hard to keep ships up to date. You have ships that are like mostly up to date and they have a lot of modern features, blocks. But in reality, like, for as long as there's new blocks being added to the game, your ships go out of date, you know. Sometimes more than, depends on the, you know, maybe they're just decorative, but still. What about no talent, all passion? All passion, got room for a janitor? Well, I'm sometimes, you need talent to be janitor as well. You gotta be, all jobs need some, you know, different type of talent, but it needs talent. Oh. Said it to you how? You can just message me on Discord, or tell me on stream. Just keep spamming me. Say, hey Zoc, hey Zoc, hey Zoc, hey Zoc, hey Zoc. I got something for you. And I'll be like, yeah, alright, got you. Eventually. Hopefully the first time. Oh, you want your Zebun to be your job application? That would be epic. You're going for the kind of the level designer job. Skew. We've had to retrofit so many things over the years for continuity in our series, as weird as that sounds. Well, if you're playing like a long-term survival or something like that, it can be kind of fun because it's when you just create builds and then you just upload them and stuff, and then you have to go back and... 1 second. Oh. Had to cough there. Yeah. What did I say, Krieg? Forget sometimes. Small ship gravity generators, oxygen field generators, yeah. I mean, the small ship gravity generators, I mean, just today people were talking about... there would have to be a fundamental change in the vision of SE. That's the big thing, guys. Like, we have a lot of small ship grids stuff already. But you still require large grids for like the kind of like super, well, I want to say for super like long distance, efficient construction and production. But then at the same time, you could have like the kind of super grids or like the grid conversion. So you might be able to make do with like a larger small grid now. But in general, it was always, did I say what I said? In general, like, it's always been the case that you've needed... Listen to this old music here. This is like OG. This is it. Who remembers this? Take me back 2013. Oh, man. When I first played the game, 2013... This is hit. I was like, yes, this is the game I've waited for my entire life. I don't know. We're just talking about. Yeah. Okay, guys. So. Yeah. Oh, when you reinstall Windows, don't copy app data. Oh, don't copy app data like a noob and lose. Chris, I will use this opportunity to remind everyone to back up your blueprints. I had a story recently of someone lost like, you know, like 2 months worth of work. So please, I beg you guys, if you play SE a lot, you have a ton of blueprints, worlds, anything that you just have in your folder, don't rely on anything. I'm not trying to say the game, right? Maybe the game will reinstall just shenanigans. I'm talking about anything. Like, I'm talking about Windows, I'm talking about natural disasters, you name it. Who knows what can happen? And some of this is like, you know, months, or some people's collection of blueprint, this is years worth of work. So I beg you guys to please update and have your blueprints stored in like multiple places. I did it in the cloud, throw it up on Google Drive or something, and also maybe on another hard drive. Depends how much you care. Some people aren't so attached. They're like, okay, I'll just rebuild it. It just depends. But it always breaks my heart when I hear a story like that. So, hey Lee, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I've been a bit sick. But it's always great hanging out with the community tonight. And with the update on its way, there's definitely going to be more to talk about in terms of new stuff soon. There you go, Krieg. Got to keep that safe. In a vault. Put it in a vault. All right, guys. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat tonight? Let's have a little look. Like I said, I might do a stream later to see how I feel. I would like to do even the first couple of Zebun battle cruises today, but yeah, I'm starting to feel a bit of pain again now, so we'll see. Have some hydration and we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much. We got Excited Gaming. We see Ivan. I see Arafet. I see Western Gamer, Liep, Sugarfet, Rotal, MTK, Mr. Squid, that guy, Sign, Ms. Nomad, Bryant Wall, Sierra. I see in the Twitch chat, Blazing Dust, Hando, Rotal, Heiko, Skew, Strapper, Vectors, Real Base, N7, Flakmanet, Astro, Boldenik, Zankar, Krieg, Rotau, Dun Heiko, Astroman, Real Ace Base, Old Grumpy, Rodau, Ewan, Silk, Richard, Lax, John, Mofo, Dino, Nordic, Haladmar, Chris, Jeremy, Kanayashi, Jeremy, Ball and Chain, David, John, Andrew, Swiss, Krieg, Zemo, Fire TV Stick, Ace Base, Bryant, Rubens. Great. Frack My Life, Vinny. Okay, I think I got everyone now. Most people. Might miss a couple. So thank you so much, guys, for this brief casual day. And we had just, it was, hopefully I answered some questions. I know we got distracted quite a bit today. We often do. But I hope I got some cool stuff out there. And it's always good just to check in with you guys. Saw some cool builds. We checked out an interesting mod as well from MechSpecs. Find on the workshop. Something totally different. We have to put that on some FPS scenarios, Climb. And thank you to Climb for the server work as always. Say unsung, but the MVP behind the scenes there. So thank you very much, Climb. Thank you for the well wishes as well, guys. Yes, and anything else? Just the classic. Keep reporting any issues or suggestions on the support site. That's always good. Keep on building. Keep on building cool stuff. Having good times. And we will see you guys soon. And I can't wait to share some juicy details with you whenever we can do that. So, yeah. Until the next one. That's all for now. If you're interested in the community, join the Discord server. Until next time. If in doubt, jump drive out.